Guess who's back? Hey, and welcome today to, TNO. Today we're going to be playing through everybody's favorite classic path. It looks like things are normal for now, but things will shortly spiral out of control. So we start off with chaos. The two princesses are gone, most likely dead, but I'm sure our most holy regent will never realize that. Twilight sounds kind of familiar to another name, though. They both have similar name architecture. And I think we have a new focus tree. Yeah, we have Canterlot in Chaos finished, and now we need to assemble the elements. We only have to complete like 6 focuses. That's pretty fast. We'll be on the right path in no time. And as easy as that, we are saved under the leadership of the new princess. See, this is the good ending that we were unable to achieve last time. Oh no, but the ponies have begun forming their own societies. Hello, hello. I want the bad hugged out of them, she whispered into the receiver. We're so close to saving the country though. Oh, nope, never mind. Now we have the Canterlonian Regency, the Unicorn Sisterhood, the Union of Equestria in Socialist Republics, led by Valerie Stablin. Princessdom, I don't know what these foolish, worthless breakaway states are, but we will see them destroyed. We just have to do it before midnight. It's the 6th hour. The blessed moon has set. A new dawn approaches. We just can't let the clock strike midnight, because then you know what will happen. I don't really think we can hold on to all this territory though, so we are going to make a strategic decision to fall back. So we've had some loyalists rise up in the south, an imposter among our ranks, but that's okay. We'll run away from him pretty fast. It's kind of terrible though, because we don't have supply. We're very close to our capital, but there's no railway that goes right here, so these divisions can't move because they don't have any organization. So I can't even micro them. They're just dead. Okay, we're moving in for an encirclement here, and we'll continue getting railroads. If we can get this supply hub, then we will be in very, very good shape. I strategically redeployed those divisions that were just sitting there with 0 org for the entire game. I've never before seen divisions fail to regain an organization like that. That was really weird. But yeah, this area, it's just the dead area where you can get no supply. It's very creepy and seems evil. Not as evil as the imposter though. And more encircled over here, soon they'll have no divisions left. They're so distracted trying to deal with all those resistance people that we summoned, or I shouldn't say people, but you know what I mean. We'll start making moves on Valerie Stablin. Ooh, and they have 3 divisions here. We can use our light tank to kind of swoop down and hopefully catch them in an encirclement. See, I want to make a front line, but the front line system is kind of broken right now, so we can't really do that. If I make a front line, the front line automatically makes a circle around everything, so I can't have a front line that's just on one area. It's all or nothing. We finally taken this supply hub here to get supply in our fight towards Philadelphia. Should encircle 3 divisions here. We're finishing up the 3 divisions that were here, now 2. We should be able to easily encircle these 2 divisions. They have some divisions here that are uncontested, but that doesn't matter too much unless they start pushing towards Buck Castle or take this railroad here. We should be able to attack and take Hoof City. Just depends, and we're doing our relentless assault focus right now. We had a division in Philadelphia, so we won't be able to take it, but we should be able to secure the region and then eventually assault the city. Okay, and we're going to clean up these 2 pretty major encirclements before we continue to push north. It seems like even though we've encircled a lot of divisions in the south, the weakest front we're facing against is this one to the north. Stablin isn't doing so good. So we have some issues right now. Because of how the railroads work, we can't really go straight south. We have to kind of go around and take this railroad, so then we can move down here here, so we're going to have to stall our assault on the south. We've taken 2 major cities, well, 3 I guess, Manhattan, Philadelphia, and Baltimore. So we're doing good, but we can't really move south, which is where I kind of wanted to go, but the railroads don't allow it. And now we're at the 7th hour. The rays of dawn shine its heavenly beams upon Canterlot, and the north has fallen apart, and we can begin snaking to their victory points, hopefully capitulating them soon, and then we can turn a big front like this into a pretty small front here. We're exposing the lies of the fake, false princess, the one who's already forgot their true queen, who's not dead, definitely. Our wholesome 100 friend is finally gone. Now the weather effects are blinding. I can barely see what's going on here. And here, a second one has been defeated. Unfortunately, though, we've now entered the 8th hour. The blessed Princess of the Sun has ordained us with her holy light. And now with an actual front here, we will easily be able to take Las Pegasus. It will be a simple task because they don't have a functioning army. Up until now, we didn't really have a functioning army to fight them with either. I was mainly just microing 5 or 6 divisions along that entire line. And one final breakaway state left for the blessed regent, or the celestial regent, I guess I should say, to deal with. Our work shall begin. The regent needs the princess's words. Our blessed regent is only going slightly insane right now. We've encircled the main part of their front line. We don't have many divisions defending the encirclement, but they're not in a good place to stop us. And we are finally at peace. The Canterlonian Regency. We can finally ditch the Grand Battle Plan Doctrine is going to be okay, but we can finally move on to other things, like dealing with honesty, loyalty, generosity, laughter, kindness. It was the absence of loyalty that caused the princess's absence, and the lack of it in Equestria is disgusting. And now we're making friends disappear forever, the true power of friendship. We're going to retake the Crystal Empire because they stole some of our core states. This is the only available course of action to ensure that the princess can retake her throne once we find her alive. And we've shrunk the Crystal Empire to much better borders, and we're about to do the same to Stalingrad too, and Nova Graphonia. They think they're gonna get something out of this peace deal, but nope. Everything we do for the princesses. They are the guiding light of Equestria. They were the country itself, and even without their presence, we still serve and honor them. We must never let our loyalty falter. Our faith must be unyielding, and our praise towards our holy leaders must never cease. Now we will do friendship brigades. And we've reached the 12th hour. The glorious sun has blessed us with its power, and the cult of the crown. We are not worthy of her presence. We are not worthy of her grace. Not while we do not believe, while we still hold doubts or lack devotion. They may call us a cult. Is that not what Her Majesties Celestia and Luna deserve? A portrait of them in every home, including one of the regent, will remind every pony of that fact. Yes, and by the power of magic we will triumph. Friendship is magic, and magic is power. We're one step away from our greatest invasion yet, or we'll probably get attacked ourselves. Or we could just kick it off now, I think. See, we've now become the Holy Equestrian Principality. I also annexed these puppets because we'll have to annex them for the rest of my focus tree. The magic of friendship is kind of legitimately evil now. You know, I called it evil for so long when it was normal, but now that it is evil, I don't know what to think. I don't think I have anybody to blame but myself. In this timeline, it might actually be better if we let the changelings win. And I trained 41 new divisions, just in case we somehow don't win with what we have already. So here's our plan for now. We're going to let them capture all this territory here. This is the worst territory in the game. There's nothing here. There's no railroads. The supply is terrible. So if they walk into here, they're just going to attrition. We've got an encirclement here. I don't think it will hold, but if we strategically last stand some of these divisions at the right time, it maybe could. Otherwise, we just need to defend these tiles here. These ones are extremely important. Other than that, we can fall back a little along this line. Ideally, we wouldn't, but if we have to, it's fine. We can fall back to, like, this river line here, but if they cross the river here, then it's game over. And our plan is perfect. They're putting a lot of divisions over here in the terrible area with the no supply, and we have been able to cross the river and take 2 of their supply hubs that are vital to their efforts to successfully invade us, so they're not gonna win, probably. I guess, though, if they somehow move these divisions all the way over here, then we will have a problem, but things should be okay. And we have finally reached the 14th hour, and the Holy shall revel under its caring eyes. And here's what we'll have to do. As long as we keep encircling divisions along the main front, it appears that stops them from advancing over here. When they have to replace their losses here in the west, they don't move in the east. So now we have multiple things going on. We have to encircle a lot of divisions here so they don't advance here, or at least to delay them advancing east. And we have to do this before midnight. Well, I don't actually know if there's any, like, sort of timed thing that goes along with this. We'll see. She looked for the sisters, but they are nowhere to be found. The polar bears have also turned on them, which might encircle a lot of divisions over there in the east if we take one of these 2 tiles. That's kind of convenient. Who could have seen that coming? And here we are finishing off the rest of the continent. The war against Virgilia is actually a defensive war too, which is kind of funny. I guess that makes our job easier if they just declare on us. And finally, we've completed our mission, I think, so we can do Ascension. Everything is in the right place, yet the princesses are still missing, so we will continue. Right now we're at the 17th hour, Destiny lies ahead, and Ascension. The sun had set, as the last days of sunshine disappeared over the horizon, ushering in yet another night of darkness. Twilight took a deep breath. It had been long, so long, and so much work had been done, but all of her calls for Celestia had still gone unanswered. She was still alone in silence. Twilight didn't have the power to continue to finish the task that seemed to stretch on longer and longer, but she soon would. The crystal heart pulsed with power. Her element of magic glowed brightly on her head. Magic filled the air, saturating Twilight's very being as it swirled around her. She pulled harder, her horn pushed further and further to its limit as the magic taken from the artifacts twisted to suit her needs. It had become dark, darker than the blackest sky, as it flowed into her. Purple flames burned into her clothes fit for an alicorn. Her wings unfurled, feathers wide, her horn a neon blue with a mask to fit. When the magic around her exploded and her hoofs touched the ground once more, there was no twilight sparkle anymore. There was only midnight. She tilted her head back and laughed as the element of magic fell to the ground, its usefulness come to an end. She had everything she wanted now, limitless power, the potential to make this world bend to her whims, to make every world, no matter how far across time and space, learn friendship. The very essence of magic itself was merely a pawn in her hoofs, and now, as the Eternal Regent, she could serve in the name of the princess like she never could before. Wait, is that all? Is that just the end? Oh, never mind, she had an accident. Okay, well, this is more of what I was expecting. She achieves ultimate power only to have an unfortunate occurrence on the stairs. You know, I assume it's not very easy for horses to walk up and down stairs, if I had to guess, so understandable. Oh, and the princesses were just on a long vacation. Haha, that's funny. April Fools. Wow, that was some great fun.